Hey, welcome everybody. Happy Sunday night. Calling in from Washington, D.C. It's Anita with Empirical Grace, Acupressure, Acupuncture. I'm going to give you guys some really nice protocols. You're going to sleep really well and you're going to have a great week. So glad that hey, happy Sunday as well. I was on here earlier and I think everybody was feeling a little sluggish, but glad to be back on here. And I'm sorry that it's been a minute. I'm doing my best to get back on here. I had a big project, work for a hospital system, and the project is completed. Still going to be busy, but not as crazy. I was working 80-hour weeks there. But while we wait for folks to join in, I feel like there's a lot of movement, people coming in and out. Want to ask you guys where in the world you guys are all dialing in from. I have lived all over the U.S., lived in India as a child and as an adult. I grew up actually outside of Washington, D.C. My dad works for the Pentagon for a really long time. I came back home to be near my parents. So really happy to be in Washington, D.C. Let me know where in the world. I know that a lot of my followers are in Texas. Gotta do a visit out to Texas, man, and see all of you. So let me know where you are. San Jose, been to San Jose, lived in San Francisco. So really nice area, really good surf from what I remember. And then also too, I also was just Richmond, lived in Richmond. So really nice. New Zealand, dying to go to New Zealand and Australia. Really, really great. I've never been to that part of the world. I've been to Bali though. I know it's only a 4-hour plane ride from Bali to Australia and New Zealand. And then we have somebody in Pennsylvania, and then we already have some requests coming in. All right, so let's get this party started. Just wondering if you guys want to work on aches and pains, or you want to work on weight loss, you want to work on good sleep. What do we do to get started today? You guys put it in the chat. I'll give you some choices that people typically like: aches and pains, or you guys want, okay, good sleep, good one. We should start with anxiety. Yes, it's Sunday night. You get the scary blues for the work week. All right, why don't we ask a few more people to put in the chat what they want. We already had a couple people on YouTube ask about aches and pains. Let me see. Yes. Okay. All right, then let's get this started. Let's start off with, a lot of pinched nerves. So let's start off with anxiety and sleep because it's Sunday. Everybody got the Sunday night scaries for their job. And then also too, we can also do weight loss too as well. I wonder what's going on with TikTok. I usually have like a couple hundred people on here. I don't know if there's a lot of traffic tonight, or I'll have to try back on here in a second. But no worries. Let's do a 2-point protocol to help you guys with good sleep and good also just rest and releasing of anxiety. And also this can help with high blood pressure as well as heart palpitations. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to start with face points because they're super relaxing. We're going to do this for about an hour, not an hour. We're going to be on the live maybe that long, but we'll do this for a minute. Everybody put your phones down. Go ahead and do this. This is super relaxing. This can take care of a lot of different things. This represents the entire body. The head can be here, and then also the head can be right here. So this is really good. So I want you to do this with me for the next 30 seconds or so. So go ahead and follow along. This can make you feel really good because it mirror images the entire body. But specifically, I like this for anxiety because this is on the face. It'll relax the face, so it'll relax the mind. And then in addition to that, it will also help you too because it massages the entire spine. It can help with the pinched nerve. It can help with neck pain. It can also help you with a feeling like you have aches and pains. This is a really good point to help you feeling better. So really good point because it's on the face, can balance out the face for anxiety, can also balance out the body. And when the body gets balanced out, then the mind follows suit. You have this beautiful relationship. So if you're not quite sure where you need to go to and you're feeling in pain and anxious, this is a really good point that you can do. So consider doing this. Yes, if you have Bell's palsy, you can consider doing this too. Now remember, with all sorts of aches and pains, you got to work with your doctor. These are just points to help you to take the edge off, and they can also help you to set things up for when you have surgery. So do consider doing these points. Really good point for aches and pains as well as anxiety. This is also a great constipation point because the intestines mirror image right here as well as right here. All right, next point we're going to do, oh, you're going to sleep so well. I'm going to get so relaxed doing these points. You can already see my eyes are drooping. So I was going to originally do 2 points, but we're actually going to do 3 points. So if you're just joining us, welcome. Happy Sunday night. We just did a nice protocol on the face to relax the mind and the body, can help with anxiety, sleep, also aches and pains, pinched nerves, spinal issues. And then now we're going to focus on ear shen men. You guys know this point. I do this point all the time. It feels amazing. And also, if you hit my site, the second link in the bio, you got the ear seeds. You can take the ear seed and it has a little pellet and you stick it on the point right here. And this is really great. It'll work while you sleep. It'll work throughout the day, but I'm going to go old school. I'm going to grab my red pencil and we're going to go ahead and hit this, and we're going to do it 30 seconds on each side. You're going to feel really good for stress and anxiety. And also when the stress and anxiety come down, guess what? Weight loss is better. Anxiety is better. Aches and pains are better because you know what? The cortisol doesn't have to work on bringing the stress down. You're already less stressed, so you have more hormones to help you with aches and pains. So we're going to take you can take your finger or you can take a pencil, and then we're going to go ahead. Oh, it feels so good. Let's go ahead and massage the ear. This is a great point for stress. This is a great point for all sorts of sleep issues, panic attacks, high blood pressure. This is such a good point. If you're not quite sure where to go for aches and pains, this is also a nice point to help you along the way. So really, really good point, and it feels amazing. Do you feel good? I feel good. So this is a really good point that you can do. And generally, I like to do the points for about a couple of minutes, but we're just going to do it in the interest of time for 30 seconds. So I want you to consider doing this point for 30 seconds, and then we can, yeah, it feels amazing, doesn't it? And then we can switch to the other ear. So let's go ahead and do this ear. Woo, feels so good. So really, really good that you can do. So I want you to do this. If you are having a panic attack, if you're feeling angry, if you had a rough day, this is such a good point. This will definitely just get you in a good place. And when you're in a good place, your hormone levels can go from managing stress to going to helping you with aches and pains, weight loss, and all sorts of things. So this is such a good point that you can do. All right. Next thing we're going to do for stress and anxiety, you guys know this point. This is on the end. It's going to help you sleep. You go behind the earlobe, medial inferior edge of the skull. We're going to go ahead and massage this. Yes, you can do both ears at the same time, dear. So let's go ahead and grab behind the ear and let's go ahead and massage. Woo! So this is also a great point. This is a great point for when you're feeling anxious. This is a great point for when you're feeling cravings and you want to avoid. This will relax you so that you don't stress to eat. You make good food choices. And then this is also a great point if you're having difficulty falling asleep, if you're also waking up throughout the night, if you wake up too early, if you want to sleep some more, this is a great point. This is also a great point for neck pain because literally on the neck. So really good point that you can do really good. So 3-point protocol for anxiety and sleep. We did starting with the midline of the face. Then we did ear shen men. You can do the ear seed, second link in the bio, or you can take your pencil and massage it. Each point, do it for a couple minutes. The next point that we did do is we also did the on the end point right here, and we did that bilaterally. So we're going to take our finger and then we're going to massage this on both sides. And then we have Faduma on YouTube. Hey, Faduma, good to see you, girl. Yes, I love Shenmin too. And then next, we are going to focus on, a lot of people are having neck and ache pains. So let's go ahead and do a neck pain, and then we'll focus on weight loss. So hang tight with me. So, hey, so really good. So let's do neck points. So neck points can mean a lot of things. We have my little atom. Neck pain can be right here. It can also be right here. So this whole area, right? So let's do a really good point that can help you with neck pain. And I don't want you to do this point if you are pregnant. It's too stimulating. So this area right here represent the neck. Actually, the knuckles represent the neck and the shoulders. So one good point that you can do is you can basically go between the ring finger and the pinky finger and fall into a ditch. And you can do this. But because in Chinese medicine, we use reflexology and we use multiple images throughout the body, and we see that we have a mirror image here, 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 and here. And we also see we have a mirror image of the shoulders. See how the shoulders round out? We have one here, 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 and here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do this. So if you're struggling with any type of back pain or neck pain, then I want you to put your phone down and I want you to do this with me for the next minute, and I will keep track for us. So let's go ahead and do this for the next minute. Here we go. So this point is going to help you with headaches in the back of the head. It's also going to help you with ringing of the ear. This is also a great point for temple headaches or tension headaches. This is a great point for neck pain. This is a great point for shoulder pain. This is also a great point because in Chinese medicine, the top of the shoulders represent the bottom of the shoulders. So this is also a really good point for hip pain, low back pain, and also can help you with sciatica. So really good point. When I want you to do these points, I want you to consider doing them for a couple of minutes. We're just doing them for a minute, so get you guys in the habit of doing them. So this is a really good point that you can do. Also, go to the YouTube channel. We are building a beautiful library, as well as we're coming out with a ton of new material, you guys. It's going to be exciting November and also the end of the year. So I want you to have self-care tips that you can do, that you can use. So really good thing. So if you're just joining us, welcome, welcome. We're just doing a nice protocol for neck pain. So this is a really good point to help you, to help with headaches, neck pain, shoulder pain, and so forth. Okay, we did this for a solid minute, maybe even I snuck in 2 minutes, so really good. Now what I want you to do is after you do that, I want you to rotate, oh, it feels so good. Rotate your neck. And this is called the active chi guiding needle technique. So what that means, I know, doesn't it feel good? We have a bunch of people on YouTube saying that it feels good, and actually it really does feel good. I have chronic neck pain because I'm an acupuncturist. I've done 100,000 treatments. So I'm constantly doing this. This is like a constant problem for dentists too. But if you're just joining us, simple protocol you can do for neck pain, as long as you're not pregnant, no hand points if you're pregnant. You can go like this for a couple of minutes. This actually grabs this whole area. And after you do that, what you're going to do after you do that for a couple minutes is you're going to rotate the shoulder, and you're also going to stretch it out, and it's going to help release the negative pressure. So that's going to feel really, really good. Yeah, it does, Pam, doesn't it? All right. Okay, cool. All right. We had a lot of people ask about weight loss, and I was on the live earlier today, and I have a feeling as to what you guys want to work on for weight loss, but I'm going to let you guys put it in the chat. What do you guys feel for weight loss? What do you want? Metabolism points? Do you want craving points? Do you want hormone points? What do you want points because you're not sleeping well? There is a link between weight loss and sleep. I know, because when lately I had a project at work and I was only sleeping 4 to 5 hours a night, and I had a hard time maintaining my weight. Okay, you're sleeping well. All right. 2 kind of requests. Okay. So we got a bunch of people. Okay, you're getting greedy. All of it. I love it. All right, let's do 2 of each maybe. We're going to, you guys are awesome. Both on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube. You all want all of it. I love it. Okay, let's start with what I believe the best metabolism point is. And get ready, because this point is going to make you poop. And if you have a hard time pooping, this is a great point. If you have a hard time absorbing your foods, this is a great point. If you're having a hard time having diarrhea, this is a great point. So really good point. Just can't do the hand points if you're pregnant, you guys. So if you're pregnant and you need to lose weight, work with your doctors. There's really regimented protocols that doctors do. So I don't want to mess with that. So if you are pregnant, don't do these points. Work with your doctor on weight loss. So you guys know this point. I've been on here for years, and the best point for metabolism, does anybody know? I want to know if anybody knows, because I've been on these lives for a couple of years now, and I want to know if somebody knows. In the chat, you can put it in. I definitely want to meet you if you do. So the best point for metabolism is on the hand. So you can't do it if you're pregnant. And it is pretty much the first metacarpal right here. So you have the index finger, first metacarpal. You're going to basically fall into the ditch between the index finger and the thumb. So right here. That point is so good. Let's do it together. So for the next minute, I want you all to put down your phones, and this is a great metabolism point. You're going to wake up feeling hungry. You're going to eat a good solid breakfast, or eat whenever your window is. So you're going to put your fists together and you're going to move. The point is actually right here. It's right here. And also remember, the torso is represented right here. So this point is the best point for metabolism. It's also great point for balancing out the entire GI tract. It can help with toothaches. It can help with, hang on one second. Something happened on TikTok. I am frozen. So let me go ahead and go back. Hang on one second, you guys. So sorry. Oh, darn. Oh, bummer. Let me get back on the live real quick. Okay, awesome. Okay, sorry about that, YouTube and also Instagram. I don't know what happened. Okay, we're back on the live. I don't know what happened on TikTok. All of a sudden, it like spaced out on me, but let's keep going. Okay, best metabolism point is, yes, good call, good call. So we have a couple people on YouTube asking, isn't this a good point for ED? Yes, it has a different purpose for ED. So keep in mind that in Chinese medicine, we have mirror images throughout the body. So there are multiple images that can be used, and I purposely use them on areas that are easy for you to access that you can do. So whoever that YouTuber is, great call out. Yes, it's the same point for ED, but for ED, this area can represent the entire front of the body. It can also represent the ejaculatory reflex. It can also represent the back. And then it can also represent right where the root goes into the genitalia. So this is a great point for ED. But getting back to metabolism, which is also a really good question for a lot of viewers on TikTok. This is a great metabolism point. So let's talk about a couple points that are really, really good for metabolism, and then we can do a bunch for hormones and cravings. So 3-point protocol to help you with metabolism. Just can't do these points if you're pregnant. First point is this. Let's do this together. Everybody follow along. This is a great point for helping with constipation. This is a great point for helping with diarrhea. This is a great point for helping with the toothache. This is a great point for helping with bleeding gums, acid reflux, nausea. Great point for absorbing food. This point is a great point for clearing out the intestines. When it clears out the intestines, it's going to metabolize. So this is a great point for helping out, balancing out the GI tract. It can also help you with hemorrhoids. Great point for hemorrhoids. You know, it's hard to feel like you're losing weight when you're constipated because of hemorrhoids and you're also bloated, but really good point for helping with all of that. And as a result, because it balances out the GI tract, can help you with metabolism. So this is one of the best points for helping with metabolism. Next point we're going to do is this point. This point is also really good for metabolism. I love this point because this is a great point for when you're feeling damp and heavy. Sometimes you feel swollen when you're trying to lose weight, and this is such a good point. Also, those of you guys who are trying to balance out hormones, kind of maybe in your late 30s or 40s or even 50s, needing help with hormones, this is a great point for weight loss. So really great hormonal balance treatment and also metabolism point, because this follows the same image as this, can help you with metabolism. So great point for metabolism, great point for water retention, great point for hormone. If you feel like you're struggling with those things when you're trying to lose weight, this is also a real great point for puffiness and bloating. The next point we're going to do is we're going to also do this point. This is a great point for helping with constipation or diarrhea, Crohn's disease, IBS. This is a great point if you feel like you're just not absorbing your food and want to lose weight. So this is such a great point. So if you are wanting a set of metabolism points, then in the morning and evening for a couple minutes, what I want you to do, as long as you're not pregnant, is I want you to go 1, 2, 3 for a couple of minutes, and that will help you out. Okay, we had a lot of people ask really quick about, does it matter which hand you move the movement? No, dear, it doesn't. And you each point, do it for a couple minutes, couple times a day. That's kind of the recommendation among the acupuncturists on the social media. And then also I don't want to skip this. We had a question about hypertension. So we basically are going to do the rim of the ear. Really great point for hypertension. So I want you to consider doing that and drinking cinnamon tea. Hypertension issues, do not mess around. Really, really, hypertension, work with your doctor. But 2 things that I've seen work really efficiently is to manage the rim of the ear and also to drink cinnamon tea. And if you want to gain weight, which is the opposite, you can try to eat a little bit more carbs. You can do healthy carbs. And then the other thing is maybe eat closer to a little later. I don't always love that because you really want to give your body the ability to digest while it's resting. But you can eat foods that are just are helpful for gaining weight, such as walnuts. Walnuts, they're really good for you. They can be really good for brain function, but you can definitely put on the calories with walnuts. So I would really try to research foods that can help you gain weight that are really good for you, such as walnuts. All right, let's go back to weight loss. 2 other things that I want to focus on is hormones. I know a lot of us struggle as we get older with balancing out hormones to help with weight loss. So you can do this point, and in addition to doing this point, another really good point that you can do is the inner ear, and this will help you to get the kidney, liver, and endocrine. Again, kidney, liver, and endocrine. So I want you to do this bilaterally. So let's go ahead and do this. When I do this point, I like to use my acupressure device, and you can get these on the second link in the bio if you choose. You can also just use a pen, up to you, but for this point I like to do it. So what you're going to do is you're going to go kidney, liver, and endocrine, and it feels really good. So this can help you with helping manage hormones in many ways. If you're struggling with, if you feel like your thyroid or cortisol or FSH, LH, estrogen or progesterone are off, you can do this. You can do this for helping with fertility or regulating a cycle, or you can also do this with weight loss. And again, each of the points, do it for about 30 seconds. Okay, if anybody has specific questions, I'm trying to get to everybody's questions, but do consider the subscription as well. And that is the yellow star in the lower left-hand corner. And that will help me to kind of prioritize and know that all your hard-earned money goes to free clinic, and which you're all going to see, you're all going to get invited to join. And I'd love to meet you guys and give you treatments. Yes, you should do this every day. Good question. If you can do this, it's really great self-care. And of course, work with the recommendations of your doctor. Okay, let's be sure to do cravings. There's a really great point that helps me so much for cravings. And so that is the hunger point. So it's the point that attaches to the ear. So you can definitely, I have another ear that's on the other side, but this right here. So right where the ear attaches to the head is the hunger point. You can put the ear seed on the point. So basically you can get these off the second link in the bio. You can put them like that. And this is really effective. If you're going to use these points, they're so effective that I personally would do that after I eat a really good meal so that I don't snack on chips or cookies or anything like that. So I do it after I eat a really good meal. So you can do that. I wouldn't do it all throughout the day because I want you to get your nutrition in. But another way that you can manage is, let's say you want to eat within a treatment window. Another way that can really help is you're going to take the peace sign, you're going to cuff the ear, and you're going to massage it like this. And this really helps to help you to basically eat within your treatment window. And this was going to make you really relaxed so that you are not craving sweets. You are not craving salt and carbs. This can help you to release dopamine, endorphins, and feel good so that you don't feel like you need to go after something that's going to give you that release. So this point is really good. So take the peace sign, cuff the ear, and massage it. And that's going to help you relax your body and your mind so you don't feel like you need that dopamine rush or those endorphin rush, because you already got it through the acupressure. So it's going to maintain the cravings. Really good stuff. All right, you guys, vertigo keeps coming up a lot. Vertigo, you can acupress this point on both sides, or you can also do this. This is a really good point, not only for vertigo, for any type of ringing in the ears, any type of temporal headaches, any type of temple headaches. It can also help you with neck pain. So really good point that you can do. All right, I'm giving a call for subscribers. If there are subscribers, please let me know your specific questions. Love to answer them. If you want to become a subscriber and support our cause is free clinics, then you can hit the yellow star in the lower left-hand corner. Otherwise, I think what I'm going to do is we're going to do a nice protocol so that you guys can rest tonight. So let's do 2-point protocol. Put down your phones. Let's do this together so you get a really good rest tonight. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go from yin tong. We're going to go above the eyebrows to the temple. We're going to go along the jawline, and then we're going to go back up to the eyes. So let's go ahead and do this together for the next minute or so. And this is going to feel so amazing. Why does this feel really amazing? Well, this little man or woman, Eve or Adam, mirror images right here, mirror images right here, mirror images right here. So this helps you to feel really, really good. And so I want you to consider doing this for the next 30 seconds with me. And this will help you relax the entire body through the mirror image of what's on the face. And then as a result, you're going to feel really relaxed on the face, which is going to help you with the body. And when the body gets relaxed, you're going to feel good on the face and you're going to sleep well. This is a great point you can do while washing your face before you go to bed, or if you're having difficulty falling asleep, you can do this point, and it is so relaxing. I always feel like I'm already starting to want to go to sleep. Really good point that you can do. So really, really good. It feels amazing. You can also do this point if you're struggling with anxiety or panic attacks, or if you're grieving. Any of that can help you with doing this point. Okay, next point we are going to do is PCOS. Good question. Do check out, we have a free course on YouTube. Do check it out. There's a bunch of videos, but simple point you can do is just this point, couple minutes, couple times a day. Great point, because it really helps to urge ovulation and get that ball rolling, because a lot of my PCOS clients, they struggle with ovulation. So just this motion can help you, and of course work with your doctor. All right, you guys, one more point. Hey, good to see you guys on here. Really good to see you. Okay, the next point that we're going to do is let's get you a good night's sleep. It's Sunday night. Sunday night scaries. My boss is already contacting me. I'm like, oh, here we go. So let's do this point. I want you guys to grab behind the earlobe and massage the tender spot next to the skull. So I want you to massage that for a couple of minutes. So what I want you to do is oh, hey, Chica, good to see you. All right. Okay. Got to love it that you're on YouTube. So you're going to take your finger, and then I want you to go behind the ear, find a tender spot right on the bone. It's going to feel so good. Tender spot meaning anything that's like, ooh, that feels good, like sore but good. That's a tender spot. So go ahead and take your finger, go behind the earlobe, hit the medial aspect of a bone that feels kind of achy. And this is such a good point that you're going to do. Do this point when you're anxious. Do this point when you're stressed. Do this point when you had a panic attack. Do this point for your son or daughter that wakes up in the middle of the night that has a nightmare. Do this point for someone who's grieving. Do this point when you can't fall asleep. Do this point when you wake up in the middle of the night. Don't turn on TikTok. Please don't turn on TikTok, or don't turn me on YouTube. Do this point when you wake up in the middle of the night. Just go to the bathroom and then do some deep breathing. Do some nasal breathing through your nose. Close your mouth and do this point. Oh my God, you're going to sleep really hard. Do this point when you wake up a little early and you're like, I got a couple more hours to sleep. Do this point when you didn't sleep well. Do this point the next night, and it's going to make you feel really, really good. You guys, it's really, really great to be back on here. I'm sorry that I was a little absent a couple weeks ago, just really busy at work, but that project is clearing up, so I'm excited. Got a lot of great content planned for you guys, and we have some really good stuff for 2024. I think 2024 is going to do this point. We have some great stuff for 2024. My mission is to serve all of you, give you self-care tips that you can do. You can please work with your doctor. I want to give you a library of information. We have a series of books coming out. We have a lot, and some merch, some fun merch. You're gonna like it. So just thank you for believing in me. Thank you for believing in my cause. And I love you all so much. And I'll be back here tomorrow night. Yes. So be sure to do these every day, couple minutes, couple times a day. Work with your doctor. All right, you guys. Love you all. Have a good night's sleep. And I'll see you here tomorrow night. Bye-bye. Same time, about same time. Bye-bye. Bye, everybody on YouTube.